UFC 319 just happened. And, oh my God, dude, it happened. It actually fucking happened, man. I had Drickus winning by decision, and holy fuck. Holy shit, were the scorecards completely wrong, dude. I mean, Jesus Christ.
What an idiot. Oh, what a loser.
God, man, some of my predictions were just god-awful. And, some of them, I'm going to be real, it was cope. I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it a hundo with y'all. And... man, this man Hamzat, bro, there ain't no coping. It's being real. And, I'm going to talk about every fight. But as of right now, there's two things that I want to talk about. And it's Hamzat Chimaev and the Butcher, man. So, real quick, we're going to talk about Hamzat Chimaev. Because, bro, this man Hamzat, there is no beating this man. Because he's literally Khabib. This man is the second coming of Khabib Nurmagomedov. He is the Eagle. He is the Pirate. He is the Umar. All in one, bro. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. But this man Hamzat, I mean, he just...
staunch ally of the super able community. I think that it's important to...
I don't know. His grappling, his wrestling is unlike no other. And yes, while it wasn't entertaining, because Drickus actually fought submissions and did well, I wouldn't say well, but he did better than a lot of Hamzat Chimaev's opponents. So that's really what I'm trying to say here. This man Hamzat, the only way to beat him is if you know how to wrestle really, really good, just like him. And I agree with Drickus also as well when he was talking on the mic about how it's not really Hamzat's strength, but it's more of his technique. Hamzat's really smart when it comes to, knowing how to keep you on the ground, knowing when to go for a submission. He's a genius on the ground. I give nothing but respect to that dude, man. 50-44, man. And Drickus, I hope he doesn't get an immediate rematch. Fuck these immediate rematches. We don't need them anymore. Drickus should fight down. And yeah, let it happen, bro. Like, seriously, I'm down to maybe RDR versus Drickus. Let it happen for a number one contender spot. It seriously would be a great fight. And then moving on to my second point. Y'all really thought the Butcher was going to make weight tonight. Y'all really thought the Butcher was going to be on UFC 319. Y'all really thought the Butcher was going to make weight for UFC 319. Brian Battle, I don't know. All I gotta say is fuck, man. That's it. We believed in you, bro. Like, even after the Randy Brown shit, man, when you won that fight, we still believed in you. But now, man, the memes are out and the people are angry. But anyways, besides that, I'm going to move on to the first fight, which is Alabid, okay, whatever the hell, Adridis versus Joseph Morales. This fight was good. This fight was good because it had a submission. There was a finish. Other than that, there really wasn't any great moments. Adidris, I don't fucking know what to call him. I'm gonna call him Ali. Ali came in as a huge favorite, didn't get it. So, whoever fucking bet on my boy Morales, you won big tonight. So, moving on. Karine Silva versus Diani, I don't care, bro. Barbosa. It's the only thing I know. So, Karine, this was a good fight. I mean, with the grappling, it had solid moments. Overall, it was very I don't know if people were throwing out robbery. I know DC was like bitching about the judging, which I think is just so stupid, bro. This was such a 50-50 fight. I mean, seriously, you don't care. These fighters don't care to win or lose. They're not putting anything on the table to risk it. And yeah, I mean, that's it. This fight was just mid at best. So moving on. Edson Barboza versus Jakar Close. I was completely wrong on my predictions, bro. And it was Cope, and I am here, Hamzat Chimaev, to face my sins and come to you as an individual, as a person who is dealing with coping issues in the UFC because he wants to see his beloved Edson Barboza get another spinning wheel knockout highlight reel or whatever the hell. Anyways, boring fight. Edson didn't really have an answer. Jakar, he had like brutal foot stomps. That's like all I really remember. Edson had pretty good leg kicks. And they, I mean, Jakar Close, he did pretty well in the clinch. He had really good short punches for that he would land on Edson. Edson, like I said, he had really nice leg kicks, sharp leg kicks. He would be pretty good with his straights, but overall, it was just a mid fight. And yeah, I mean, moving on. Out of the early prelims, onto the prelims. And man, my heart, I am devastated. My boy Chase, the Gooner, Hooper, got knocked out by, Alexander Hernandez, man. Alexander Hernandez, man. I got nothing against Alexander Hernandez. I always remember him for he's the OG fraud check, what Cowboy did to him. Shout out Cerrone, but we're not talking about that. Shout out Alexander Hernandez. He had a dope ass knockout, man. I was not expecting that at all, bro. And, really all I can take from this fight was the people that were saying this was an early stoppage. I didn't really think it was. I'm going to keep it real. Hooper really didn't. It's not even like he just didn't do anything. It was going to happen. I'm going to keep it real. His shots were not good. Hooper landed one good, head kick that, it landed pretty well on Hernandez. But overall, Hernandez, when he found his range, I thought that was pretty much it. I thought Hooper, if he could not get a takedown, he was not beating Hernandez. I mean, even when Hooper shot, it was such a bad shot, too. Like I said, it did not look like he was going to win this fight. And he didn't. He got knocked out, and I did not expect that to fucking happen. So, Chase, I feel sorry for you. I think you'll come back. Maybe fight somebody like Eric Anders, maybe like Tony Ferguson, Michael Chiesa, Bobby Green. I'm just naming dudes that are over the age of 40. Jared Cannonier. And yeah, you fight one of them motherfuckers, man. Mark Hunt. So, I don't know. You do your thing, though, bro. And I think you'll be on the way. You'll be back on your way. And, with Alexander Hernandez, I can't even lie, man. This may have warranted him a title shot. And, okay, I was trying to be funny, but that doesn't even fucking work. A ranked opponent. So, yeah, trying to throw a joke. I'm not even fucking funny. So, Alexander Hernandez, maybe he deserves a ranked opponent, maybe not. Maybe he's just going to go down to featherweight and get knocked out. So, motherfucker can never make up his mind. Moving on. Jessica Andrade versus Lupi Godinez. This fight was pretty good. For a WMMA fight, I'm going to keep it real. Jessica Andrade, she's not the greatest fighter. She really just, she wins, she loses. She just isn't great. But, man, I can just say this much. She can put on a fight. Not all the time, and it's not the most technical fucking fight, but at least it's entertaining. And it's a WMMA fight, so I'll give it respect. Lupi Godinez, I mean, I'm going to keep it real. They landed pretty good shots. Andrade, she would land like this, her spam hooks, and she would land pretty well on Lupi. Lupi did pretty well with the jab and the straights, and I'm pretty sure, the body kicks. Her kicks were pretty solid. And overall, I mean, you're looking at this fight, dude, and they're throwing over 30 shots, and I'm like, dude, I mean, motherfuckers ain't even doing that in the Apex, bro. Wake up, man. This is crazy that a women's strawweight bout, these two women that I don't even know if they're ranked, bro. They're just going at it, and it's not even like they're doing a ton of damage, but I think it's enough to give them CTE. So, but moving on, man. I just got to move on. GM3 versus Mikhail Olekhikin-Chekadzuk. GM3 got knocked out. Kind of sucks. That's really all I got to say. It sucks. Fun fact, Mikhail is a fighting nerd. And yeah, I mean, it sucked. And I don't know. Gerald Milshart will definitely be back. So. Oh, yes. Yes, okay. Now, we are really on a good fight right here. Bayasanger Susakarev versus Eric Nolan. Oh my Lanta. This fight was a certified banger. Man, first thing I'm going to say, Eric Nolan, you deserve another chance. 100% deserve another chance. I think he's actually going to be a good fighter at 170. I really think he'll be a good fighter at 170. 185 is too big. I agree with him. He said that to Bay, and he's 100% on the money with that. I think he will be a pretty solid 170 fighter. He landed mean shots. He was not afraid. He was confident. I want to say he did pretty well in the grappling, but I want to say he did better on the feet. Like, seriously, he did really good in the first round, and he honestly surprised me. I'm not going to lie. But, man, Bay, I mean, it just took time. That's it. It seriously just took time for him to figure it out, and he did, and he got an awesome RNC. I didn't expect Nolan to tap on it, but shit, bro, he tapped. He was tapping on it, you know what I'm saying? So, pushing on that elbow. It was a great fight. And Bay, I mean, dude, middleweight, I think he already deserves a ranked opponent. If not, he should fight Bo Nickel, Gregory Rodriguez. I think he should already be fighting up. This is insane that he went from fighting on Tuesday. He went to fighting on a Tuesday to fighting on a Saturday, bro. So it's insane. It's supposedly the first time it's ever been done in history, in UFC history. So, you know, I think this motherfucker deserves $1 million bonus for doing that. It's insane. I cannot wait for him to fight again. So, moving on to the main card. Holy shit, bro. When I talk about a good main card, this is it. Tim Elliott versus Kyle Sakura. Man, bro. Man, I hit the money on this motherfucking prediction. Kind of. I did say Kyle Sakura was going to win by a decision. But I did also say in that, you know, fight prediction video that Kyle Sakura, you know, when it comes down to a grappler versus striker type of match, the grappler usually always wins. You know, unless you're like Ilya Taporia, which we know Ilya is a grappler, but he's a striker. That boy can KO people. So, you know, Tim Elliott versus Kyle Sakura, grappler versus striker. Which one do you depend on more? The grappling or the striking or the wrestling? Tim Elliott, I mean, it showed. Kyle Sakura, he couldn't get a knockout. He looked decent in moments. He wasn't really blitzing. I feel like he really could have knocked out Tim Elliott if he just pushed the pace. And he didn't. And Tim Elliott, he found his answer, and he found it quick, and he put Kyle Sakura in a nasty-ass guillotine. And, yeah, I mean, Tim Elliott, I can't even lie, he was doing his best goddamn impression of Dominic Cruz. And I don't really want to say that it worked, but, hey, man, like I said, this motherfucker, dude, you would be surprised by him. This man lost to Mokaev, and, you know, I'm going to keep it real. When this fight happened, I wasn't doubting Asakura, but I wasn't doubting Tim Elliott's skill at all, and he's got it. His legs underneath with the mount. And, yeah, man, GG's, man, that's all I got to say. So, it was devastating, but fuck it, right? So, moving on. Jared Cannonier versus MVP. Man, you know, I'm not going to lie. I wanted to really, like, talk about MVP's performance and be like, who's next for him? But guess what this motherfucker wants to do? He wants to go back down to welterweight and fight Carlos Prates in Brazil. I don't know if it would happen. I definitely wouldn't be surprised. He is a money maker. The UFC loves him. Him versus Carlos Prates would be fucking nice. I think MVP gets knocked the hell out. But, hey, I'm going to keep it real. MVP is 37, 38 years old. And, you know, while he did fight 40-something-year-old Jared Cannonier, he did also fight Shara, who, you know, he showed a lot of experience, and he won that fight. So, I'm going to keep it real. MVP really did kind of... I didn't expect MVP to be, like, as good as he is. Like, seriously, what he was doing to Jared. But I think it also showed how old Jared is, how slow he is. And like I said, I mean, DC, going back on some stupid shit that DC said that, you know, when MVP knocked down Jared Cannonier, DC was like, oh, we've never seen that before with Jared Cannonier. We've never seen Jared go down like that before, Joe. And, bro, oh my God, dude, DC, have you watched Jared Cannonier's last 6 fucking main events? Or, like, 3? I don't even know. He's got knocked down so many times. And this, I mean, I wasn't surprised that he got knocked down. I was more surprised that MVP literally just refuses to go for a finish. I just cannot stand it. He's a good fighter, but, bro, he refuses to go for a finish, and he just relies so much on aura farming. And, yeah, I don't know. It was a good fight, and it's cool to see him in a rank. He's now a top contender, if you really want to say. So, hey, I'm going to keep it real. He wants to fight Prates. I think he should fight Whitaker if he wants to climb up. I don't think MVP cares to climb up. I think he just wants the money fights. Prates is a money fight, especially after what he fucking did to Neil. So, but nothing happened to Neil. Neil. Fuck. Round one, 1 second left on the goddamn clock. Oh my god. Dude, Jeff Neal versus Carlos Prates. I don't have anything to say. Neal, I mean, do I want to be like he had good moments? Yeah. I mean, Prates, I wasn't really. Prates was kind of just feeling the flow. You know, Neal, it was just the first round. That's it. It was the first round. You can't really say much. Carlos Prates got in his rhythm. And yeah, I mean, that's it. Moving the fuck on, dude. Oh my god, dude. Lerone Murphy versus Aaron Pico. I am so sorry for everything that I've said about Lerone Murphy because I'm going to keep it real right here and I'm going to spit facts. If Lerone Murphy was like MVP, people would fucking love him. People would absolutely adore Lerone Murphy. But man, I'm going to just keep it real. I'm glad this is how people get to adore him with this fucking knockout. Even though it isn't over a great opponent at all, I still have respect for Aaron Pico. I think he'll be back. I just think with these Bellator guys, they're fighting too high up. And yeah, I mean, Lerone Murphy landed a fucking clean-ass spinning elbow. Bro, I don't know what's been going on lately, but we have had a lot of spinning elbow KOs. So, yeah, it was amazing, and like I said, I don't have much to say. I mean, Aaron Pico, he did hurt Lerone in the very beginning of the fight, and it really looked like Aaron Pico, if he kept this pressure up, he really could win this fight. But in my opinion, it was a lot like Benoit. It was like a Benoit Saint Denis performance, you know, against Dustin Poirier, where it's like a lot of pressure, showing your full potential, and then when the fight really gets, you know, dirty and it really becomes a fight, yeah, it just, I mean, this was the first round, but still, dude, I mean, yeah, I am so fucking just shocked that happened. And I'm also happy that Volk wants Lerone next. I really hope Volk wins. I don't think he's going to win, though. I'm going to keep it real. As crazy as it sounds, Lerone is smart. He's a smart fighter. So, and Volk is smart, too. But it seemed, you know, when he fought Diego Lopez, it seemed that Volk went a lot more. He's so much more chinnier now. And the featherweight division, it is just a shell, and it is just a skeleton of so many fighters that are old. Same thing with the lightweight division. And yeah, it's changing, man. That's it. It's fucking changing. So, moving on to the main event. This fucking troll, dude. This fucking troll, man. Shout out Hamzat Chimaev, man. I got nothing but respect. And shout out Dricus Du Plessis, because he went 5 rounds with this motherfucker. A dreading 5 rounds that I just had to sit through and watch, and I had no problem with, but, you know, yeah, I mean, it was just right from the very beginning, dude. I was getting flashbacks. I was getting my 308 shakes, you know. Hamzat got the takedown, and yeah, I mean, had Dricus in a crucifix right then and there, I thought it was over, but Dricus was really smart with putting his head in Hamzat's chest, not really letting a lot of damage go. I feel like Dricus was really smart when it came to the ground game. Like, defensively, he was very smart. He kind of knew what to do. Didn't know how to get up. Hamzat, he's a fucking unit. He's a G. That G is for genius, and that G is for grappler. I am the grappler, brother. I will fuck you and kill you, brother. It's my Chimaev impression, but it's not good at all. But fuck it, bro. I don't care. I am, like, literally when he got the takedown, when Hamzat got the takedown, oh my lord, man, I was stressed, bro. I'd be dipped in dog shit, homie. I was stressing the fuck out, man. It was intense, but, you know, Dricus didn't get finished. It was a 5-round fight, and Hamzat Chimaev and Magomedov Ankalaev, they are fucking, I said Magomed Ankalaev are champs, which I have nothing against, but hey. And yeah, I mean, I don't really know. I don't really know what to say. Hamzat, I really want him to fight either Barallo or Imavov next. I don't think it's going to be in Abu Dhabi. And yeah, I mean, Dricus, like I said, I think Dricus should 100% fight down him versus RDR, or Strickland versus RDR. I don't know. I think it would be a really cool fight. And yeah, it's always cool to see a new champion. I can really say that, at least like the good thing. It's cool to see a new champion, and it's awesome to see that Hamzat. I've watched him since Burns. It was either Burns or Holland. Whenever that fight happened, like whichever one was whichever one happened before, I don't fucking know. But I've known about Hamzat for a little bit. What he did to Whitaker was insane. And yeah, what he's done to Duplessis is insane, man. I'm just going to keep it real. You can fight whoever, man. It doesn't matter against Hamzat. If you don't know how to wrestle like him, it's GG's. And he's proved it time and time again. And he's going to prove it again if Dricus gets an immediate rematch. And I mean, yeah, that's really all I have to say. It was a great card overall. I mean, really what I'm feeling, I want to say probably a strong 8 on the card. Like, seriously, now thinking about it, I mean, there was a lot of finishes. A lot of entertaining moments, and overall, there's a lot of matchups that can happen in the future now that I'm a little excited for. The featherweight division is a little exciting now. Middleweight is a little exciting now too. Carlos Prates is back. Tim Elliott is still holding up that motherfucking flyweight division. So, and we got a new killer in Bay. So yeah, I think 319 was a pretty solid card. I can't wait for 320. I'm not ready for these 4 fucking fight night cards that are in a row that are going to happen. But hey, I think it's worth it because, the end of the year usually slaps. And yeah, I'm excited for the future of UFC, and I'm especially excited for the Paramount deal. So fuck yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the card as much as I did. Let me know what your thoughts were in the comments. Let me know what you guys thought about Dricus du Plessis, not getting finished within 5 rounds, and Hamzat Chimaev's gas tank. And yeah, also let me know about the Butcher. Y'all really thought the Butcher was gonna make weight for UFC 319? Anyways, guys, see ya.